I couldn't play football, I was too small. Basketball, I wasn't fast enough or agile enough, so I just tried track.
Steve Prefontaine, a high school standout and an absolute rocket of a runner in college. From 1969 through the mid-1970s, Prefontaine dominated the sport until he died in 1975. He set 8 collegiate records and competed in the 1972 Summer Olympics in Munich.
Steve Prefontaine is widely considered the greatest runner of all time.
Jordan Geller is an avid shoe collector. He has around 200 to 300 Nike shoes in his personal collection. That's down from around 2,500 at one point, which earned him a Guinness World Record.
Well, I love sneakers, and I always have ever since I was a kid.
Geller won't be bidding on these shoes, but will be watching the auction closely. For sale on the Sotheby's auction site, a size 9.5 and worn by Steve Prefontaine himself. Starting bid, an easy $100,000.
So for a pair of Steve's Nike shoes to be up for auction, it's just an incredible opportunity for collectors to own a piece of Steve Prefontaine's story.
Geller owns a pair just like this, a 1975 Nike Oregon waffle shoe. His, though, have not been worn by Steve.
When you look closely at the sole of the shoe, you can see that it says US patent number 3793750. That's going to be the patent for the waffle sole.
The waffle pattern was developed by Oregon track and field coach and Nike co-founder Bill Bowerman. These shoes were the first Nike shoe mass developed with the waffle pattern and were made with Pre in mind.
His appeal and reach goes beyond, collegiate running. So he's iconic with the state of Oregon, but also with runners of all abilities.
Lauren Goss works at the University of Oregon Special Collection Library. Her focus was looking at the history of athletics at the university as the school built Hayward Field. The shoes are more than just footwear worn by Steve Prefontaine.
It symbolizes bringing together, Steve Prefontaine, the individual, but then also the University of Oregon, his coach, this place. It all kind of brings this whole story together, and then especially then that they were made by Nike.
Getting back to the auction, Geller says the $250,000 estimated worth would be a bargain.
I think the shoes will go for more than what they're estimated to sell for.
All right, so expanding on what those should sell for, he says he wouldn't be surprised if they hit like that, 8-figure mark, seven-figure mark of around $1 million.
When you said 8, I looked at it, I go, how's he going to react to 8 figures?
Seven figures, around $1 million.
You were just telling us an interesting story. This guy bought these shoes 10 years ago on eBay.
So the ones that are for sale on Sotheby's are not his.
Oh,
the ones
okay.
he's holding in the package there, where he's saying they're similar to this, he says he bought those on eBay about a decade ago and outbid Nike for that pair of shoes. Those were never
need to go in a Nike museum.
Yeah.
I mean, that is the sole almost history of Nike, right? So they need to get on Sotheby's.com and fork out some money because we know they got it.
Uncle Phil can afford it.
Uncle Phil.
Yeah, definitely.